This is Working Dragon Mystic, Jade Edition. I am back to do some more kitchen magic, and today we are going to be doing the magical associations with eggnog. I've been really looking forward to doing this recipe, and so there's a lot of great associations with it, so I really hope you guys are as excited as I am. So, with eggnog, it is an excellent drink that could be associated with abundance, prosperity, self love, friendships, and happiness. And I will be listing the associations as I'm going through the recipe. For this run, I am going to be focusing on self love. Because, I mean, what better way to have self love than to enjoy a great drink of eggnog? So, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is combine milk and sugar into a large saucepan. So I got my big saucepan right here. And you're going to want to have a whisk. The whisk in this instance is going to be your wand. You're going to channel that intention through the whisk into the saucepan to help imbue the magic into the eggnog. So first we have is milk. Now, with milk, it is associated with fertility, abundance, prosperity. Now, remember with kitchen witchery, if the ingredient doesn't associate with the intention that you want, you can always choose what the intention is. But for this instance, I'm going to use abundance, but make it so I am abundant in self-love. So that's what we're going to do with the milk. All right, add that to the pot. And then we're going to get the sugar. Now with sugar, I have it right here. Sugar is really good for attraction, for relationships, and amplifying magic. So for this, I'm going to definitely associate it with amplifying my self-love magic and also attracting that self-love to me. So I'm going to make sure to think of that as I'm adding this to the pot. All right, so we're just going to give that a little stir to mix those two ingredients together. Now, the next ingredient that you're going to have is eggs. Eggs are definitely associated with fertility, but fertility can have some sub-associations like abundance, richness, fruitfulness, and so along with protection. But what I'm going to focus on is the abundance of self-love again, because that's what I'm trying to focus on. So what you're going to want to do is whisk in the eggs before you heat the mixture, because otherwise the eggs will cook as soon as you put it into the pot. So you're going to turn on the heat and whisk in the eggs while the mixture is still cold. Once when they're whisked in, you're going to cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes, continuing to whisk until the mixture has thickened and all the ingredients have fully mixed in together. All right, so I'm going to get the eggs, get them in here, whisk them in, and I will be back for the next step. All right, so when it's done cooking, it should have this nice, thick, almost frothy-like consistency, like what you see here. And then the next step you're going to do is just strain it into either a pitcher or a bowl, whichever you have the most conveniently available. All right, so now that it's done cooking, let's go ahead and strain it. Now, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you have something like a spatula or something to keep on moving the mixture around to try to get as much of the excess liquid out and separate it from the thick stuff that's left over. And once when it's done, then you'll have your egg concoction that we're going to move on to the next step with. So I'll see you back in a few. Okay, so now that we have separated the solid stuff from the liquid, you should have a nice bowl of just eggy, milky liquid. And we're going to start adding the next ingredients. So next up is going to be heavy cream. Heavy cream is definitely associated with smoothing out relationships, and also making change easier. So if you're trying to bring some change into your life, having the heavy cream really is a great ingredient for that. So let's go ahead and add it into the bowl. And we'll give that a nice mix. All right, and then next is vanilla extract. I really love vanilla extract when using Kitchen Magic. This is a really nice one to have. It has connections to happiness, friendships, luck, and it's really good for self-love. So especially for this dish, since we're going to be focusing on self-love, this is a good one to have. So we'll add that. Now, with eggnog does come a little bit of alcohol, so it is a boozy drink. So the first alcohol that's going to be added is rum. Rum is really good for prosperity, clarity, love, and strength. And so since it already has the love aspect to it, I'm going to focus when I pour it in here to really bring out that self-love, since that's what I'm focusing on for this specific drink. Get that added in there. All right, and then the last ingredient for right now is going to be brandy. Brandy, again, is good for love. It's good for attraction. So if you're trying to attract self-love to you, this is good to have. It's good for happiness, prosperity. So I'm definitely going to use this ingredient for the happiness aspect and the attraction. So it's going to attract happiness to me to help boost the self-love. All right, so then you're going to want to get all of these ingredients nicely mixed in together. Now what you want to do is keep it chilled in the freezer until you're ready to serve it. This drink is definitely served cold. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator. And when it's nice and chilled, we'll come back and we're going to give this a try and add the last final ingredient. So see you soon. All right, well, welcome back. So now that our eggnog is cooled, here we go. I'll show it on the camera here. It's a nice creamy consistency. You will then want to, if you put it in a pitcher, you could just pour it on into whatever cup you want to drink it out of, or in my case, since I have a bowl, I'm going to need to use a ladle to pour it into I'm going to drink it out of a mason jar. It's the easiest thing I had available to me. So I'm just going to add a little bit here. Not too much. Okay, so now that I have my eggnog in my cup, it is almost ready to drink, but we have one final ingredient, which is nutmeg. Nutmeg is really good for prosperity, for good fortune, for love and power. So again, if you're trying to focus your eggnog on prosperity, excellent. Good fortune is always a good one to have. Love, especially for self-love, really good to have around to empower your self-love kitchen magic dishes. And so yeah, we're gonna you just sprinkle just a little bit of nutmeg on the top of every cup before you serve it. And there you have it. A Magick imbued, for in this case, self-love eggnog. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. It has that sweet, creamy taste and texture to it, and just the right level of alcohol in there. So perfect holiday drink for self-love. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you like the content that you see here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that way you are notified whenever a new video comes out. And make sure to hit that like button so that way, the videos can make it out to more viewers. If you have any recipe ideas that you'd love to see us cover, make sure to drop a comment below and we will do our best to tackle those recipes or topics. Again, this is Jade from Working Dragon Mystic. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, have a great day. Bye.